Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Carolee. Today I want to review Lost and Found, a This Bed We Made story. Lost and Found released on August 5th for $6.99 on Steam. I received a copy of the game from Lowbirth Games. Lost and Found is a standalone short story that is set a few years after This Bed We Made. While it is recommended to play This Bed We Made before Lost and Found, it is not required to play the game. In Lost and Found, you play as Sophie, who becomes a stewardess aboard a transatlantic ship in the 1960s. However, there has been a series of thefts, and Sophie is asked to investigate while completing her other duties. I have played through the story of Lost and Found, and I want to share my thoughts on what I liked, along with some downsides. First, I liked the story. As you play as Sophie, you clean and make the beds in 5 cabins. You also snoop in the drawers and passengers' belongings to learn about them and figure out who the thief is. Each of the passengers has their own backstory you learn about. There are also a few puzzles to solve, but they are not difficult to figure out. Next, I like the voice acting. The game is voice acted and it does allow you to connect more with Sophie and those she interacts with. However, when you find a clue, you will have to read it yourself as Sophie does not narrate it. You will also use some of these clues to solve the puzzles, which I did enjoy. Now I want to talk about the playtime. It took me 2 hours to complete Lost and Found. There are 21 Steam achievements, and I unlocked 16 achievements during my playthrough. I do think $6.99 is a fine price for the game. However, it would be better to get it on sale and in the bundle with This Bed We Made for an even bigger discount. Now I want to share some downsides to Lost and Found. The first downside is that there are not that many characters in the game. While you do learn about all the passengers who are staying in this section of the ship, there are only 2 passengers Sophie has conversations with. Along with the passengers, Sophie has conversations with her boss Gary and another employee named Caleb. She does not meet any other staff on the ship, including the night stewardess. It would have been nice if there were more conversations with the other passengers and you were able to meet them in the game. The next downside is the limited replayability. Without mentioning any spoilers, there are multiple endings that would add replayability, but the overall story would be the same. Also for the achievements, you unlock one by not carrying over your choices from This Bed We Made, while another achievement you get by carrying over these choices. There seems to be a couple achievements that encourage replayability, but the changes to the game would be minimal, and it might not be worth playing again unless you thoroughly enjoyed the game. The last downside is the automatic save system. There is no option to manually save your game. Therefore, if you have to stop playing at any point, you have to be aware of when the last automatic save was. I took a break around halfway into the game, but when I came back, some of the cleaning I had done did not save. It was a bit annoying having to catch up and redo the actions I had already done. Besides these downsides, I do believe Lost and Found is a good mystery game, and I enjoyed playing it. That is all I have to share. Have you played This Bed We Made, and would you like to play Lost and Found? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and remember to like the video and subscribe.